Check it out. Got the truck in the shop and I got an idea. While I have easy access to it, it's time to fix the rear brakes. Previously, I had a line that came out here and then it was a long flexible line down to a T that went out to the tires. And it didn't, I mean, it worked. It got me through, but there's a better way to do it. And that is to have a short flexible line that goes to your link that then goes to another short flexible line that goes down to the T and then out to the tires. So that's what I'm doing. While I have easy access to all of this part of the truck, I'm gonna do that. And so step one is to do a double flare on this brake line, and I'll show you as it progresses. It'll make more sense here in a minute. All right, check it out. I got it kind of done up. So this is the brake line that comes to the back of the vehicle. There's a flexible part here. It's gonna be zip tied to this link. Then a flexible part here. It goes to the T, goes to both back tires. And I'm gonna get maybe Justin down here in a little bit to help me bleed the brakes, but I already got the gravity bleed working, so I'm kind of stoked. I think it's gonna work. Give her a couple pumps. Okay, and then holding. All right. That's the bottom. Okay. Okay, pump it some more. And then hold. Hard. Look, it stops. Oh. It stops really good. You can stall it right out. Oh yeah. Yeah, she stops good. She's a good little stopper. His seat's coming off. Yeah, she stops like a champ. It's gonna work, gosh darn it. So I got the truck back in, looking at some things. I got this all cleaned off here. There was a bunch of jagged pieces where tubing used to be. And what else have I done? Got the brakes working. I cut the winch off the front. It was all twisted up and broken. It's right here. You can see how the Fairlead did. And then it broke a big chunk out of there. So I got a new winch. Check this out. Dude, the Peck brothers, they hooked it up. This was on that Cyberkey, whatever, Cherokee that they had. And it's kind of a, what is it, a 13.5 Rugel? I don't know. Either way, whatever, it's a winch and I'm stoked to have it. And so my plan is to put the radiator in the back, put the winch right there on that plate is my goal eventually. So to get the radiator in the back, what I want to do, I want to get rid of this piece, mostly because it's hideous and it's a lot of extra heavy metal. It doesn't necessarily need to be there. I cut off this exhaust hanger. This one was already broken. So anyway, my plan is use a plasma cutter, cut this guy off, and then start fitting the radiator where it's going to go. And I'll show you more about that when I get there. All right, I've been doing a ton of grinding. I got this part cleaned up, that cleaned up, some other junk cleaned up a little bit. Found this rusty piece of angle iron out in the yard, so I'm gonna use that to hold my radiator, kinda, sorta. Here, I'll show you. So, put some tabs off of there, and there it is. We got the start of how this is gonna mount up, and yeah, we'll see how this evolves. All right, so I got this piece welded in, and I got some like rubber, I think it's an old truck mud flap that I cut up, kind of give it something to ride on. All right, so it's gonna sit basically like that. Now I'm gonna make some tabs that come off of that bar I just put in and go through those holes. Ah! Hey, somebody sent this to us, by the way, and we really appreciate it. It works good. Man. All right, so here I got 2 of those. I'm gonna go get them in place. All right, so here's my little tabs. I got them bolted on, kind of see what's going on. I'm gonna set it up on there and then tack the tabs into place, pull it apart, weld it, put it back together. All right, well, I got that part. I got these guys welded on, and the radiator is mildly held in position. Obviously, I still got to get the top of it secured somehow. Not exactly certain what that's going to look like yet. It kind of depends a lot on where the fans are and a bunch of other things, so we'll worry about that in a little while. But for now, we're doing okay. All right, check it out. I got a seat in there, kind of, sort of, just barely, just mocking it up to kind of see what it's all gonna look like. And I'm kind of realizing that I'm not gonna have a lot of room for gas. And I might want to move this radiator on top of the winch. Like, bring this back a little and up, because that right there is about as low as I can get that seat, because once you put your feet down, like, I don't know, it's tricky. Moral of the story is there's never enough room for everything, and yeah, I kind of want to make a fairly large gas tank, because running out of gas sucks. So I don't know, back to the drawing board here. All right, so I've been working on this a little bit. I missed filming a bunch of it, but anyways, I made a really super crude seat mount, and these are out of, I think they're out of a Can-Am side-by-side of some kind. But anyways, it's a much more low profile seat, and it's got pretty good shape to it, and takes up a lot less space than that one. And what I'm trying to do is get this seat where it's gonna belong, because I want to move steering wheel over, move the seats in towards the center to basically move this bar about 6 inches in and make this whole side of, well, both sides of the truck narrower. So anyways, I got that kind of roughly where I think it might end up, and now I'm getting rid of this bar because it's really awkward when you bump into it, let me tell you. Anyways, I really want to get more of this whole area freed up, because it's all going away. Like, I really want to lose all this ridiculous floor that is 7 miles thick. It needs to go away. Problem is, it's all held on by 2 body mounts. There's this one, and there's one hiding back here, right there. And so I'm nervous if I cut those that this whole firewall is just gonna fall off, because it will. So anyway, I'm doing what I can, which is remove this bar, and then we'll figure it out from there and see. So what I'm trying to do then is kind of locate where this is going to be, because that will determine how big or small I can make this fuel tank. Fuel tank is going to go right here between the seat and the radiator. And really, that's kind of one of the next steps, is figuring out the fuel tank, where everything's going to land, so that we can start figuring out how to make the tubing match the situation. So that's kind of the rough idea of what's going on. Okay, bye. All right, so update. I did a few things. I got the wipers out of the vehicle. They are kind of right here. Here's the wiper arms and the motors over there. Anyways, what I'm working on, I got all these things off the Firewall. There used to be the fuel pressure regulator, this computer, a couple of other wiring things like this guy and that guy. And anyways, my plan is to do a cut basically right up here and get rid of this whole passenger side of the dash. So I can take the welder and everything and just kind of tape it up to this bar that used to be the handle for the passenger. I can also hang my fuel system off of that and have all of this gone. So it'll be easier to create the new parts. Basically, I'll be down to just the driver's floor and steering column. That's it. That's what we're aiming for. So that's what I'm doing. Here we go. Alright. I'm getting closer every day. Alright, couple more cuts. Here we go.
Moment of truth. Will it still start?
Yeah, maybe.
Fuel can situation.
It's working!
All right.
Tell you what, open that door, we'll go take her out.
All right. That is so weird.
$47.40.
That is light.
My eyes are burning from all the oil coming off the header there. Yeah, because it was, what was it? 67.20. So it's literally 1 ton lighter. All right. We made it. All right, so we made it back. And all that smoke is all this oil that was spilled out of the transmission when it was upside down. Burning off. It'll get there. Oh, look at that. She's still dripping off of there. Anyways. It's cool. I drove it.